The Central Bank of Nigeria's Monetary Policy Committee has decided to retain the country's benchmark interest rate at 14%. The CBN also decided to leave the existing cash reserve ratios for commercial banks at 22.5% and the liquidity ratio at 30%. Announcing the decision, CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele, however, advised government to step up efforts to settle domestic debt to states to help revamp the economy. He said part of the efforts should include attempts to revamp some failing industries and diversify the economy.
The uncertainties in the global environment decided by a unanimous vote to retain the MPR at 14% alongside all other policy parameters. In summary, MPC decided to 1. Retain MPR at 14%, retain the CRR at 22.5%, retain the liquidity ratio at 30%, and retain the asymmetric corridor at plus 200 and minus 500 basis points around the MPR. The committee specifically noted the positive contribution of agriculture to GDP in the third quarter, mostly attributable to the bank's interventions in the sector. The committee hopes that, given the thrust of the 2017 budget and accompanying sectoral policies, output growth should resume in the short to medium term. The MPC therefore lends its voice to efforts for an early finalization of the 2017 federal budget by the authorities concerned and the resolve to pursue a non-oil-driven economy, as this will go a long way in stimulating aggregate demand and restoring confidence in the economy.
The CBN governor also defended the decision to award special forex to manufacturers in the country. According to him, the policy of setting aside 60% of total foreign exchange available to banks for the manufacturing sector would continue. He also noted that operators in the nation's electricity sector qualified for the forex priority for manufacturers and urged them to take advantage of it.
The 60-40 or 60% that is set aside for manufacturers and all that, I would dare say that those in the power sector also qualify for that because they're importing raw materials, either they're importing components of meters, or they're importing components of transformers, or they're importing what we call generators or plants and machines. No, I don't mean generator that people put in their house to generate electricity, because that one is finished product and they will not qualify under the 60%, but I thought I need to underscore that so that banks or those who are listening will know that we're not talking about generators for those who are generating electricity in their homes. I mean plants and equipment, raw materials, those who are supporting the agricultural sector by assisting them to import inputs and some of the implements they need to conduct their agricultural businesses, naturally will qualify for this. So I'm saying that the power sector qualifies, but it is also possible that the constraints that some of the local and small manufacturers are facing may also be confronting these power sector companies, and we will try to also appeal to the banks to please look in their direction increasingly. It's important for us to know that we do not run a float regime, we run a managed float. And what that means is that from time to time, we will continue to intervene in the market to ensure that the exchange rate does not go beyond our own expectations, and those interventions will be to moderate the rates as we deem necessary. The fact that we've begun to see some accretion to reserve does not mean that we have to be reckless. We will continue the policy of ensuring that raw materials is made available, foreign exchange is made available to those who are importing raw materials, who are importing plants and equipment, who are supporting the agricultural sector, but not to those who want to engage in what I can regard as less important sectors that will support growth and development of the economy, particularly the manufacturing sector as well as the agricultural sectors.